Hello, guys. Thank you for waiting for me. I saw you all back there chit-chatting. Um, okay, now I can see the comments on my computer too. I decided today to do things a little bit differently than usual. I shuffled my decks, but I'm just going to pull them live on camera. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Sonia. Kara's in here. Holly, number one, always. I love you, Holly. I was going to plan on coming tomorrow. Hi, Suzanne. I was going to plan on coming tomorrow and doing the live, but I found out that Holly has some travel plans, so we can't start the first one without Miss Holly. I missed you too. Hey guys, how are you? Hi Mike. I have my camera positioned differently too, so it's going to take a little bit of getting used to for me because I'm used to looking at you guys over here, like trying to look you in the eye, so I have to look up. Oh man, it's been a doozy these past few days for me. So thank you guys for being patient and for following me over here on my own channel. I've had this channel for a few years, but I haven't used it in a few years also. So thank you guys for subscribing and supporting me through this whole thing. This one has been a doozy. Oh, okay. That one's fitting. Okay. The Wheel of the Year came out. Changes are afoot if you haven't noticed. And, I really wanted to talk about navigating these kinds of changes. Hi, Chantal. Thank you for joining us. Everyone so far that's in here already knows what's been going on, and I haven't been commenting on anything really because it doesn't deserve a reaction. I don't want to invest any energy into negativity, which was the reason why I initiated the split in the first place. Yes, I initiated it. I can't work with those kinds of energies anymore. So no judgment to my former co-host, and I do wish her all the best, even though I am kind of under attack right now from multiple angles here. It's okay. I'm weathering the storm as best I can, and I'm setting an example for you guys. Whether you think it's a positive example or a negative one, that's all about your discernment. You will go where you resonate, whether that's me, her, or the both of us. I encourage you guys to continue to support the both of us if that's what you resonate with. I'm not here to sling any mud, throw any stones or anything like that. And I want to also make it known that if anyone comes in the comments being negative about me or my former podcast co-host, that will not be tolerated, and you will be either muted for a period of a couple of days, or if it continues, it's going to be subject to removal, because I don't care whether stones are being thrown at me or not. I will not be the one facilitating that kind of energy. So if you're coming on here to do that, please refrain. There's the unfollow button, unsubscribe, all of that. So hi, Angela. Angela Riley. I guess I need to be a little bit more specific mentioning names. Yeah, that shit doesn't belong here. That's not what I've ever been about. I've always been authentic with you guys. I've always been open, honest, 100% myself. And I am not what I've been portrayed to be the past couple of days. I do not condone any kind of racism, fascism, any kind of bias, anything like that. That's not me. And I will continue to do exactly what I have been doing and walk the walk exactly like I have been doing. So thank you guys. I just wanted to give you a little disclaimer there because I'm not going to be playing in those energies. We don't invest our energy there. It's not worth the time. It's not worth the energy. And whatever you feed your focus grows. So we're not trying to do that. I'm trying to just mind my business, stay in my lane, and I encourage all of you to do the same. I don't care what's said about me. I know who I am. I don't have to prove anything otherwise. So if you have any negative judgments about me, stick around, maybe observe a little bit, and maybe you'll see some truth, okay? And if not, then like I said, there's the unfollow, unsubscribe, whatever you need to do, please do that. But we're not going to condone any kind of negativity here. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, so I'll continue to shuffle and pull some cards. I'm going to just get them all shuffled and down on the table before I start the reading. Otherwise, my ADHD will go off the hook. So, Anna. Hello, Anna. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, you guys might, I'm getting information while I pull cards. I get information, and you might see me acknowledging the information or nodding or something like that. So, I'm not seeing Anna's comments. Are you guys talking to Anna or Anna? Because I'm not seeing any of them. I'm not seeing Anna at all. Let me know, guys, if it's Anna or I'm not seeing. You feel like you're going to get beat up on this reading? Anna's here. It's not showing. I don't know why. I'm glad you guys can see the comments though, but I'm looking from StreamYard. And yes, I did keep my StreamYard because I started it with my own email address when we did the first split from our third podcast co-host, and I paid almost $500 for the year. So I am keeping my accounts. There are some accounts that were able to get hacked because the alternate email address that was created by my former co-host, I did not touch that because it was not mine. It's not what I created. So I forgot to remove that email address from the recovery, like the second identification recovery thing. So she was able to gain full control over the YouTube channel that I created from the email account for Ancestral that I created, just to clear those things up because I know that that's been a thing. All creation, all nurturing, except for posting of memes, and then both of us appearing on the show was all me. All of that work the whole time, and every cent invested has been mine. So I am entitled to keep what I do keep. But the Facebook page for Ancestral Ascension, I did change the name of that, but she does still have some kind of secret control through the business portfolio, which is being worked on right now, but that page will be shut down. I do not plan to continue that page because I'm starting with fresh energy, my own energy, and that, I work with energies. I see things energetically. So I'm not trying to keep hold of those things, but I also am standing in my in my boundaries that what I've created and what I've put so much work and effort towards isn't going to be used against me either. So for that purpose, I did want to let you guys know that, just because most of you guys follow on Facebook. So if you were hoping or wondering if that was going to happen, if I was going to take back full control of the page and keep that going, I will not. Hi, Corey. Thank you for joining us. I'm just pulling some cards right now. Decided to pull live on camera, just, so you guys can see what's coming out, that I didn't just choose them to come out. Which I know you guys know that, but there are some weeds in the garden still, so those will be removed from my space as they are seen. Okay. Ooh. This deck is talking. That Page of Swords reversed. That's all right. It's an immature energy, but that's okay. Hi, Catherine. Thank you guys for joining. It's good to see all of you guys. These cards, man, I'm not... We're reading the energy. I set the intention to give messages for the highest good of the collective. So, thanks, Mike. You're awesome. You're a great divine masculine. Okay, so... Oh. All right, y'all. Are we about ready to get into it? Exactly. We are all rebels. I do not, control the ownership or title. I want all of us to rebel against, the things that weigh us down. And in the act of rebellion, it's giving attention to and focusing on what you want to create instead of rebelling against and fighting against. That's the thing that I want to drive home, is that you can make your life an act of rebellion against all of the things that tie you down without focusing on those things, without fighting those things. So, yes, we are all rebels. All right. Okay. I'm going to mark these other things, these cards that came out from the deck that Sonia got me for my birthday. Because I haven't sat down and tried to memorize them yet. I just kind of memorize them as I read. So I'll get better reading by reading. Wheel over here. All right. And I haven't been eating much the past few days because whenever I'm going through some kind of transformation or transition or stress or anything like that, I have a hard time being able to eat. So I haven't been eating much, but I have been drinking coffee. So you'll see me shaking probably. So sorry about that, guys. But it is what it is. We have to move through things as we will. And whenever you feel energy so intensely, your body will tell you. Yes, focus on what you want to create and everything else will fall away. Exactly. And energy is all about alignment, right? Energies will align where they're going to align with where they resonate. So energies can vibrate really well together for a while and then they start to change, whether one or both, they change and take on different energies. So that causes them to, drift apart or to not resonate fully with one another. So once that starts to happen, there's going to be an inevitable split. It doesn't always have to be something big and negative, though, at times it does turn out that way. There's hurt feelings and perspectives, things like that, traumas, past triggers, all of those things. So all of these things play into our lens of perception, which is what I've talked about with you guys. Drink that much coffee. Yeah, I drink only a little bit, but it affects me so much. I had like a couple of sips this morning and I'm shaking. Yeah, my body goes into fasting mode to purge too, Chantal. But yeah, I have my tea, but I need to drink some hot tea that's not caffeinated, I think. I will do that. But anyway, not like people have this belief about spirituality that it's, you have to love everyone. That's what unity is. And that's not necessarily the truth. Like, yes, love everyone, but you don't have to vibe with everyone, because you're not going to vibe with everyone, because we are all so different in our own ways. We are so individual. So we are, in each incarnation, we're a blend of different energies, and we shift and change. Hi, Shauna. So we shift and change, and we're going to resonate more with one thing for one phase of our lives than we do with another. And, that's how energy works. Unity, oneness, and love for everyone doesn't look like having to be, best friends and get along well and be in each other's space. It means you go where you're guided, you go where you resonate, and you do the best that you can there. So I'm going to do the best that I can in this energy. My former co-hosts, or anyone that I've been tied to in the past that you guys know about from watching us for, over a year now. I love and wish them all the best, but that doesn't mean that I need to be connected to them anymore, because they do not serve a positive purpose in my life moving forward in the energy that I am. And then the energy that they are, I don't serve a positive purpose for them in the energy that they're in. I'm not saying one is better than the other, one is more high vibe, no, we're not doing that. It's all about energies, and we don't align anymore, and that's fine. Yeah. Well, Kale is the one that forced me to, start podcasting to begin with. So I appreciate all of the people that I've encountered for the purpose that they served in my life, for bringing me to you guys, some of them, or, contributing to the work that I do, working with me. We had a great run, but now it's done. So I don't wish anyone ill. Yeah, they're all thriving on their own, and there's abundance around for all of us. We don't have to thrive in the same area. We can go and thrive, in other areas. And that's what the new earth is all about. It's not about everyone's got to get along, and if you don't get along with everyone, then you aren't authentic, or you're not who you say you are. It's about going where you're supported, where you are, your relationship is reciprocated, where you align, where you resonate. And if you don't resonate with someone anymore, that's fine. Just go and resonate where you resonate. No judgment. Okay, let's get into this now. Five of Wands in the reverse showing up on the bottom of the deck. It's time to stop fighting. Don't fight against the current. Don't fight these emotions that are coming up for you. Queen of Cups in the reverse. They could be some, very low frequency emotions that you're tapping into that are being provoked. Or it's like, I don't even want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to invest here. I don't want to be, it's like being triggered, being pushed out of your emotions or out of character. You deserve better than that. You deserve better. Nine of Cups in the reverse. This isn't fulfilling you. This isn't something that's making you happy. This isn't something that you feel, that is an energy of abundance. So it's time to walk away. It's time to walk away from the things that don't fill you up anymore, that don't cause happiness, abundance, things that are stagnating. Empress in the reverse. It's time to let them go, time to walk away, because you have new coming in. This is the Knight of Cups. This is something fulfilling. This could be even support, friendship, family, soul tribe. This could be some kind of news that makes you happy. Maybe someone's finding out that someone's pregnant and they're so excited about it. This is new beginnings, fresh starts. This is like spring renewal energy, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a huge chapter moving forward in the upright. Okay, so this is destined, this is guided, this is meant for you. They have good intentions. Whether this is a person, a situation, it could be a situation that you're coming into that's going to be, positive, that has good intentions, that you are guided to because this is good for you. Or it could be relationships, whether it's romantic or friendships, family, doesn't matter. It's letting go of maybe even fighting the new that's coming in because you're clinging onto the old that's trying to leave. Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is not exalted energy. It's causing you to be unprotected. It's causing you to experience negativity because you're not letting go, because you're holding on to this. We've got the Four of Pentacles. Hello. Thank you for joining us. So stop holding on to these things that you're meant to release because they are impeding your spiritual protection, your sovereignty, your autonomy. Autonomy comes out here. Thank you, V. Enjoy your time with Gray. I hope it's a good movie too. Page of Swords in the reverse. This is immature energy. This could be thought patterns and things that are surfacing for you that are causing you to step out of character. This could be, someone dragging your name through the mud or doing something negative or just being negative towards you, abusing you, making your self-confidence, your self-esteem levels, go down. And you're the only one that can give them the permission to do that, by the way. Okay. So you need to take back your autonomy. You need to take back your sovereignty. Paddington Bear 3, how cute. Hey, Matt. Stand in your sovereignty. It's time to let this shit go. Divorce, breakup, road closed. It's not meant to move forward with you. You're blessed differently. Okay? So these things are being cleared from your experience. A cleansing, a purging is necessary. You guys know, if you've been following, for the past few months, I've had a lot of endings and, some upheaval energy because things are shifting for me. Triggers, things about my father and how I experienced childhood without a father, and whenever he was around, the substance abuse and everything. And being, having the gifts that I do have, I have been talking with him. He's not coming around as much anymore because it's like we've kind of we've healed that. So I had those things coming up. My daughter and everything with that. She's no longer at home and we're not speaking at this time. And my family, my maternal family, excommunicating me from the family. It's just, I've been experiencing a lot of purging, a lot of cleansing, because these things can't move forward with me. I can't move forward with those energies into this new chapter. Start your own business, whether that's starting your own business or starting a new chapter, starting a new, fresh relationship with yourself. Yeah, because your energy ripples, you inspire others. This is you coming into oneness with you, and you can't do that with all these distractions, with all of these energies that are not you, that don't resonate with who you've become. Okay? So these things, of course, it's going to be divorce, breakup. Awesome. That's so awesome for you, V. Be aware of what you put listening eyes and ears to. Okay, right now, protect your energy. And by protecting your energy, yes, do your spiritual protections and all of those things. But I'm also picking up on investing more energy here. Hi, Dawn. Investing more energy in yourself, getting to know yourself at a deeper level, cutting all of these connections, these ties that no longer resonate with you, and then getting to know who you are again. Because most of you, if not all of you watching, are empathic or clairsentient, and you easily pick up on the feelings, emotions, thoughts, energies of others. And if you don't know how to harness that, then it can become a real problem. You lose who you are in your relationships, and not only romantic relationships, but friendships and, business, working relationships, coworkers, things like that. So it's time to get to know who you truly are again. Um, be open to dating is showing up, being open to new opportunities. Or, if you are feeling like you want to get out in the dating game again, then this is your sign to do that. But this is being open to the new that's coming in, being mindful. You have your discernment, because we've got also fake friends right behind that. So watch out for those masks. If you are sensing something off of someone, but their actions, like their words are saying one thing, their actions are saying another, that's all you need to know. So, take that information and move forward with your own discernment with whatever you feel that you're going to do. Relationship assignments. Yeah. Stay authentic, baby. Stay authentic. Because when you are truly in your authenticity, when you are being who you truly are, you can't lose. You can't fucking lose whenever you are true to your path, when you're true to who you truly are. That's it. Change. Numo nomo with the Snurpent. Love you, V. This is change. Talking about the year of the wood snake, shedding that skin. Okay. We're shedding the things that no longer serve us. And as we do this, memory, who you truly are, starts to surface. Memories, maybe from this life, maybe from others. Maybe this just comes around in your interests and your hobbies. Maybe you decide that you want to start healing or something like that. It's awakening things within you. It may not necessarily come through as something like a memory, like, oh yeah, I know that that's a memory that's coming through. It may be just that you start naturally doing these things and naturally gravitating towards these things that are things that you practiced in previous lifetimes, things that you've mastered in previous lifetimes, things that you're meant to do here. You're meant to bring your magic, your experience from other lifetimes to this plane, to be you, to do your work. Okay, so if you're feeling pulled towards something, we have the seduction card. This doesn't always have to be a negative thing. Okay, seduction. If you feel called or seduced in a direction that's really kind of lighting your fire right now, then do it, baby, because that's joy and light. Okay, that's your purpose. You're meant to be joyful. You're meant to experience a beautiful life and be happy and shine your light. Whenever you are happy, you're shining your light. When you're doing what you love, you're shining your light. Witch doctor. You are the witch doctor. You know exactly what you need. You are your own medicine. Whoever needs to hear that. You are your own medicine. You might have experienced, I'm picking more like romantic energies off of this one. You may have experienced some kind of a breakup. If you feel like because of this breakup you don't know who you are and you're trying so hard to hold on to that relationship or that idea of who you were in that relationship or anything like that, that's not the truth. Okay, it might be scary to be alone. It might be scary to be alone with your own thoughts and feelings, and that's okay. But you have to sit with it, because bypassing it is only going to stuff it down deeper, and it's going to start to scream louder. So if you are in fear of being a single person, like a single unit without it. It may not be romantic. Like you could have been living with parents for a long time and now you have to move or something. It's just like you being very much together and making decisions with one another, or someone making decisions for you even. Take it how it resonates. I don't know. But you're going to be okay. This is meant for you. You're meant to rediscover who you are without these people or this person. Okay. So, okay. The way it's being put to me is you were a different person then. You've changed so much. You've grown so much. This is not resonating. You're meant to go elsewhere. Okay. You're meant to first have this period of rest, of getting to know who you truly are again, embodying yourself more and more instead of this other person's energy. But then you are going to be having someone else come in for you. Okay. We do have blue moon showing up, this once in a blue moon energy. It's like trying to fight losing the old, trying to hold on to it so tightly because you're afraid that you're never going to have, you know, that other person or that support or that type of connection or relationship. But that's not true. You have a better one coming in. Blue moon, once in a blue moon, this is the energy of, you know, things that don't happen for everyone else or don't always happen. So this is very they're like they're talking about rare crystals. Like, you know how special crystals are to all of us, and if it's rare, we're like, ooh, it's rare, I have to have one. It's like that. It's like a person like that, whether it's romantic, friendship, you know, anything. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is. Stop being so afraid of losing what you have because what is coming is even better. And then we have luck with blue moon. A blue moon is considered a rarity, bringing to mind the popular expression once in a blue moon. In actuality, it is the name given to the appearance of a second moon in a calendar month. On average, a blue moon occurs every 2.5 years. Because of the infrequency of the event, this card is connected to luck and seemingly impossible becoming possible. When the magnificent glow lights a reading, it suggests that you will become the beneficiary of prosperity. This occurrence, however, may not be expected since the card, like a blue moon, is out of the ordinary. Luck is on your side, fortune will favor you, and you'll likely be in the right place at the right time. Surprise opportunities, random synchronicities are part of this card's message. Whether you find a little extra than you thought in your bank account this month or meet with someone who could positively change your life. So that card talks about it too, meeting someone that could possibly change your life. And then we have co-creation right here with creation partnership. Also can talk about sex magic, that is on the card. You can do that with a partner or on your own. No judgment either way. But your luck is coming in as you release these things that no longer serve you, as you release these things that have been holding you back. That Nine of Pentacles is also in the reverse. Nine of Cups reverse, Empress reverse, Nine of Pentacles reverse. Everything that was taking away from your abundance or keeping you in lack, you need to let go of those things, people, places, things, energy in general. Okay. Ace of Wands, it's going to bring this new realization, new epiphanies, fresh energy so that you can spring forward on your new path. We have the Wheel of the Year. I showed you guys that in the very beginning, but that's the first card that came popping out, which is also like the year of fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe this is going to be a fortunate year for everybody. Hell yeah. The Wheel of the Year is a card of cycles. Throughout the seasons, things sprout, grow, and then wither and die. This is a fact of life, and we must allow it to flow naturally without resistance or interruption. If you've drawn this card, you're being reminded that life is all about change. Change, okay? Change. Snake, serpent, change. Shed that snake skin. Yeah. Or that snake. Um, there are often many changes in life that we are incapable of preventing. Not all of these will be life altering, and while some will be feared, others will be welcomed. This large dragon confirms that change is taking effect and reminds you that sometimes the best course of action is just to go with the flow. A wise person will recognize when participation is pointless, and it is best to stand back and not react. Now is the time to yield and understand that the universe has a greater plan, even if it's not what you had expected. I would say that's perfect. um, because it's so true and very applicable to what's been going on with all of us, because we are a soul tribe, and what happens to me, what happens to my former co-host, happens to all of us, right? And I don't want any division. I don't want any kind of backbiting, shit talking, anything like that. Again, for those of you who weren't here in the beginning, we're not going to condone that. You will get a warning with your behavior, your activity, your comments muted in the beginning. And if it continues further, then we will ban you, because we're not going to be facilitating that kind of energy. Okay. It's unnecessary. It's completely unwarranted, and we're not investing our energy there. So if you're here to get some tea or to invest in that kind of energy, then hit that unfollow, unsubscribe, all of those things. And I thank you for sharing the experience that we shared up until this point. But if this is where we diverge and we part ways, then I welcome that as well. Okay. The Hierophant, right next to that Wheel of the Year. Let me show that again because I didn't show it for very long. The Wheel of the Year with that big, beautiful dragon on it. Green, abundance, but also heart chakra. Okay. Things moving forward into a new abundant era, being heart centered, because you are focusing inward, because you're shedding all of these things. You're letting go of these things that no longer serve you or that are taking away from your happiness, from your abundance, keeping you in lack. You are now on your legacy. You're in your legacy. You're on the path of your legacy, what you will be remembered for, what you have practiced millennia for, if you wanted to measure lifetimes in time. Yeah, we're not about that life. So pay attention to everything that's happening for you, around you right now. Be mindful, observe. Only invest your energy and your attention where you're going to receive a positive payout, a positive return on that, because we're sowing seeds with everything that we do. There's a cause and there's an effect. Okay. So you sow the seeds and then you will reap them later. People understand this as karma, and it's not like, oh, you're going to get so much karma for what you did to me, blah, 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 because we all know that that doesn't work because it's all about what you believe, baby. But the energy, the frequency that you're in, the seeds that you sow and that you focus on, that's nourishing those seeds, those are going to come to fruition. And it's not because you're being punished or you're being rewarded. It's because that's where you've put your focus. That's how manifestation works. It's not good or bad. It just is. Where you place your focus and attention with that emotion, which is that amplifier, that's what you receive in return. So being mindful of the seeds that you're currently sowing right now, and solo magic, creation solo, okay? You can do it on your own. You can navigate your own path. And you need to tap into yourself again. Oshun showing up with balance, justice. This is the justice card. It talks about justice, balancing the scales, leveling the playing field. You are divinely guided, because right above Oshun is that Ace of Wands. Okay. So you are being divinely guided. These epiphanies, these realizations, these new interests and hobbies, These are all guiding you. These are all part of your legacy. It doesn't have to be some big, like, extravagant thing that you recognize as, oh, that's my legacy, that's my abundance. It's not going to look like that. It's going to be so familiar to you because it is you, your abundance, your legacy, what you are going to be remembered for, what you leave behind, whether that's being, the most charming, graceful person in town that's just loving to everyone and makes everyone feel good. Then that's it. If you enjoy doing that and that's all you want to do, then that's your purpose. You're living your joy. You're living your expression, your soul's authentic expression by being yourself. Whatever yourself is called to do or to be or to create is part of your legacy. So I don't know if someone is questioning, like, what am I supposed to do here? What's my purpose? Like, you're already doing it. You're already on path. You're already on your purpose, but you think that it has to be some big extravagant thing because other people's legacies look a lot different than yours, but they're all supposed to look different. We're not supposed to be the same. So keep being authentic. Remember, keep being authentic. Don't worry about fake people, masks, anything like that, because you stay true to who you are, stay true to your frequency, you're going to win. You're coming out on top regardless. And regardless of what it looks like right now, you staying true to yourself, standing in your sovereignty, your autonomy, that is what wins, okay? Because authenticity is the highest form of expression. So if you're in that, then there's nothing that can come against you. There's nothing that can shake you, take you down, because you're going to come out on top every single time. Stay true to you. Stay true to your path. Love you guys. That's the end. Yep, thought and emotion manifest your reality. That's what it's all about. So if something's evoking a negative emotion from you, sift and sort through that emotion, sit with it, try to integrate it, but also don't dwell on the thoughts that are bringing that emotional trigger up for you, because you are in control of your own thoughts. And if you're thinking about situations, people, anything that is evoking negative emotion from you, then you also have the power to stop thinking those things. But you need to also deal with the triggers, the emotions, the shadow work associated with that. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Kelly. Thanks, guys. Okay, put my cards up. Use the welcome method. Welcome it in and neutralize. Yeah, I love that, Chantal. Thank you. I'm going to highlight that comment. Dancing in the shadows. Yes, shadows are not like mean, scary, negative, like all of that. Shadows are just parts of you that are wounded, that are looking for support and love, and very immature, because they're screaming out and nobody's paying attention. So you need to start paying attention to those things, sitting with those and welcoming them, just like Chantal said. And yeah, it'll help you to vibe higher. Once you integrate those things, once you accept them and love those parts of you, then they have no reason to scream out. They have no reason to throw a tantrum and cause all of this upheaval in your life. So once you give those thoughts, emotions, all of those things, your time, energy, and attention and love, and then welcome them in, integrate them, you can move forward without them being an anchor, without them being a weight, because now they're back. They're part of you. They feel loved, accepted, and healed. Yep, our feelings are our guidance system, and they will show us where we're out of alignment with our inner being, because our inner being is nothing but love. Whenever you, like, if you are in hypnosis, if you're under hypnosis, or if you are a practitioner, you know that whenever that higher self comes through, it's nothing but love. It's not fear. It's not, oh my gosh, you have to know this. I have to caution you because something really bad's going to happen. No, it's never anything like that. It's never, you know, pressing or abusive or negative or anything. So that's the purest form of you. That's you without all of the emotional baggage in that session or the client. And any practitioner can see the major difference between a client and their higher self. But there's also so many common threads. So it's really beautiful. But embodying our highest selves is, in every moment that we can, as often as we can, is the goal. Because the more we bring our truth, our true being, our true essence into this vessel, that that just expands and it affects the collective in such a way that it starts to have a chain reaction and others are going to light up, and that's how we change this plane. Oh, thank you, princess. Oh my goodness, this cat is crying to come in. Yes, our inner being is only truth and light. It will never be heavy. Absolutely. Let me let this kitty cat in. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, now she's mad. She walked away. And I just realized I didn't even plug in my microphone. I've been bad about that lately. There we go. Maybe that'll help. It's been a few days. I guess I'm out of practice. Yes, Kara, your session was amazing. I loved it. I made my hair way too long. Well, Mike, I have my own method now, so I don't have to be tied down to just in-person sessions with QHHT. So if you want to book a session with me, I can do distance sessions now because I use my own method, my own script. And I will do those distance. And also if you book through my website, which is the only way to book with me, you can utilize the Afterpay and you can book a session with me. Afterpay will take care of it. And then you just pay Afterpay and payments. I think it's 3 or 4 payments. So it'll split it up and make it a little more affordable for those of you who might be budgeting. So, oh my, yeah, she's got attitude. That was Lyra, if you didn't notice. And if I don't like jump right now, she gets so mad. Yes, Corey, really. I'm going to link my website here so that y'all can get it. It's also on my Facebook. I need to put it on my YouTube. I haven't gotten around to all of that, but I will. So yes, you can use Afterpay for any of my products or services. Oh, thank you, Kara. I really enjoyed it too. It was something that I channeled and I was like, oh, that's so good. But yeah, it's a compilation of channeling and then my own self-hypnosis experience, just kind of what I did naturally to get myself there. So it's all me. And I think that's what makes me so excited about it. But it really worked well and I loved it. Thank you, Shauna. It's really, it's awesome. I think it's more me, more of like the mystical type of experience. I love Dolores and I hold true to all of her stuff too, but I made it a little bit more me, a little bit more mystical. So it's a whole experience. But it was really good for Kara. She enjoyed it very much. I am taking other bookings now too for my method. So if you do want to book with me, that's my website. I'm going to highlight it because all of these comments will be lost after the live is over because YouTube does that with the lives. Oh, thank you. I had been planning it for a while, doing my own method, but I kept getting wrapped up in all of this other stuff. So whenever I was taking my break from taking on clients and doing my products and everything, that's when I did work on that. So I was able to get that done, and I still haven't done the hypnosis course. I mean, sorry, not the hypnosis. For fuck's sake, that's coming eventually. I'm practicing my own method before I go and sell it as a course. But the trance channeling course, that is still in the works, and I haven't felt comfortable with publishing it yet because I understand how dangerous it can be. And for those who aren't well versed in, haven't done the shadow work and don't really have that discernment or know how to protect themselves and, things like that, I really don't want to be responsible for people tapping into these like trickster beings, deities, whatever energies, because those things do exist. They are collective thought forms and they do exist and they are powerful. And if you tap into those beings, then, stuff starts going downhill. And I'm sure you guys have witnessed that somewhere in the spiritual community. But, I really don't want to. I really don't want to release that right now just for the safety of others. So once I am able to figure out a way to kind of like filter it, um, then I'll put it out there. Or whenever I'm told like now is the right time to do that, then I'll put that out there. Oh, thank you. Healing. Oh, hold on. I can barely see your little thumbnail. You look familiar. Can you give me your name? Because healing with the energy of harmony is kind of long, but I can call you Healing if you want. Yeah, definitely. I agree, Mike. We will be planning things. I plan to expand, and expand in my own energy, and with that energy, um, bringing more people together, and we can have multiple retreats. Eventually, when we get to that point, we can have a couple of them. Jan, yes, I knew I wasn't completely sure because it's so tiny. But okay, thank you, Jan. So yeah, we will definitely get something in the works after everything settles, but it would be amazing for us all to be able to get together. We've known each other for over a year now. Okay, so right now I will allow time. If you guys have any questions for me, keep it civil, keep it classy. Okay, no bashing anyone. We're not dealing with that energy, but you guys as community, as supporters, as family, do deserve to know certain things. So if there's an appropriate question, anything that you would like me to clarify for you, then I will use this time right now to address that, because moving forward, I'm not going to be addressing things unless, it becomes something that I need to address. So right now is the time if you guys have any questions. And it's really snowing outside. Like the snow has been coming down all night last night and all day today. So purification. I'll give you guys a minute. And if you don't have any questions, then we'll just move forward. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, for loving me, for joining me. And I do encourage you also, if you resonate and align, to support my former co-host as well. I have nothing but love and compassion. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Matt. You guys are awesome. It's going to take a little getting used to be the only person, because I've never, like, that's one of my shadows, is like I've never wanted to be in the spotlight. So it's awkward for me just to be the only one. So I have some, this is helping me to overcome that basically, because I just, being sensitive all my life, and also whenever I was a kid, not being able to be safe with being seen. I was always more comfortable like being in the shadows in the background, like, here, let me do the work for you, or like you speak up or something like that. So, oh, thank you, Angela Riley. Love you so much. I'm loving the growth too. Yeah, getting over the it, like, I'm more comfortable with people, seeing and engaging with me right now, but I'm still a little bit awkward because I've never, like I said, never been one to want to have the spotlight. I was like, listen. So my cousin and my sister and I used to always like do these singing shows or these dancing skits or whatever in front of our family in the living room. Um, Total 90s kids, right? But I was always like cool being the backup dancer, or and being the backup singer or whatever. I wasn't comfortable being the one that everyone was watching. So it's a little uncomfortable for me, but I'm overcoming those things. I'm working on me still. I'm a work in progress, just like we all are. None of us are perfect. So yes, water got my back for sure. Oh, thank you, Kara. I love you. And that's what I want everyone to really take from it, is the positivity, the wonderful things that we've done together in the past, and the things that we've shared together in the past, and being able to take those and move forward and make even better ones. And we might not always, be in the same spot all the time, but that's okay. As a Leo, that's a real foreign concept to you. Oh well. I'm a Capricorn Virgo rising with Pisces moon, so um I'm like, I'm cool back here, y'all. Oh, I love you, Holly. Thank you. Yes, Matt. Dirty Dancing was the theme. I love it, Chantal. I love it. We did TLC, Waterfalls. That was like the main one, but we also did other 90s songs like um we actually did Zombie by the Cranberries. um, about the cosmos, so to speak. Okay, shoot. Let's hear it, Mike. Yes, Holly's going to Manatee Springs State Park in Florida. I'm so excited for you. Give them some love for me. Take some videos. You were doing Spice Girls. I think we did that once, but I didn't really like the Spice Girls, but I would do it with my cousin when she would ask. Oh, thank you, Shauna. You're so sweet. I love you. And I'm so grateful for you too. I love Zombie. My boys, so they heard the Bad Wolves version of it first because it's newer. But I introduced them to the old version, and guess which one they like better? They love both, but they really enjoy the Cranberries much more. And I'm like, oh, I love you guys so much. Oh, Holly's gonna be near Kara. Wouldn't that be awesome if you guys could meet up? In terms of consciousness, do we have obligations to anyone other than ourselves? No, we don't have any obligations to anyone other than ourselves. But at the same time, um, there are like the karmic ties that, depending on set beliefs in whatever lifetime or multiple lifetimes or whatever, you can carry those over and feel like you have unfinished business with this other soul. So you incarnate together to play the same kind of play through again, just with the same energy. And then you can choose to remain tied to that by one or the other or anyone involved being upset with it in some way and holding on to that energy, taking that with them, then they will definitely and manifest another similar situation and another experience. But if one of the people or any of the people involved um, releases it, forgives it, lets it go, then they won't be incarnating with those people. Those people will incarnate with similar energies that will teach them the same lessons. Shauna, I don't dislike them, but they weren't my jam. you know, I would sing along and stuff, like I knew the words and stuff, but it wasn't what I preferred to listen to. But being from that era, of course I know the words, and I did sing it with my cousin several times for the family. So um, I just they weren't my jam. I liked punk rock and rock and all that. Yeah. Also, there was another thing I was going to mention. They're reminding me again. Let me go back up and read the comment, and maybe it'll come back. Okay. Do we have obligations to anyone other than ourselves? Okay, so on another note on that, we have an obligation for ourselves first and foremost, but also to not cause harm to others, as much as we can, because whenever you are going out sowing these negative seeds or causing harm or doing things like that, you're investing in that energy. You're then going to take on that energy and begin to manifest from that platform as well. So for the highest good of all involved is what I always go for. So that I don't generate any kind of, energetic cords or anything like that. But sometimes, certain situations, things are unavoidable. I gotta shut this door. My cat opened it. And my kids are playing and having fun. So there we go. My walking stick that Jay made me is my reaching stick right now. Yeah, taking from others is not what most people want to invest in, just because you don't want the repercussions from that. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you brought that up, Kara. In her session, she felt an obligation to people in this lifetime from other lifetimes, and her higher self actually helped her to release those, to let it go, to put down the purse, is the way that she told her. But your higher self doesn't want you to carry this shit around anymore either. So you don't have to. You can let it go. And also, her higher self said that if anyone is feeling like they need some love, this is talking about source love, higher self love, love from your guides, things like that, all you have to do is call it in, and all you have to say is I am loved, and then you'll feel that universal source love come in if you're open to that. So yeah, just not to put others yeah, sorry, yeah, tongue tied. You guys can read it. It is heavy. It is really heavy. And yeah, that mentality no longer aligns with us because we are shifting. We are moving into the new earth paradigm. And if you're resonating more with the old earth paradigm, then you're going to resonate more of that. Dolores talked about the split. And it's not an actual physical split. I'm watching all this snow dumping out my window right now out of my peripheral. It's not like a physical split, like the planet is going to split and then it's going to become two planets, and the negative stuff is going to stay on one and the positive stuff on the other. That's not how it is. You're going to start seeing the splitting with regard to people, with regard to energies that all resonate with one another. Are you resonating with victimhood, guilt, lack, all of those things? Or are you resonating more with abundance, unity, community, loving of yourself, that self-love, that love for others, that universal love that does not mean that you have to always be connected to everyone? That's not unity and that's not authentic love. It just means you go more where you resonate and you don't bash what you don't resonate with. That's it. Yeah, not a physical split. You can very much see right now, just looking at anyone and everyone around you, or on, like the world events and things like that. You can see the split figuratively. You can see those that are focused in lack, fear, and all of these, lower emotions. And then you can see those who are more focused on abundance and moving forward and creating new, building stronger, newer foundations. So it's all in the mental and the heart space. So mind, body, soul, right? As without, so within, as above, so below. That's all that it's really becoming undeniable now, basically. So it's not going to be like a physical split, not like the rapture where the good ones are taken and the bad ones have to stay in the, hell on earth or whatever. That's not at all what it is. Yeah. So I'm going to highlight that, Mike. Um, if you are holding on to others and trying to help them ascend with you, that can be a lack mentality. That also disempowers those people because it puts the energy of they can't do it on their own. So it's actually doing them a disservice in that way. So if you focus more on becoming that example yourself, the trailblazer, showing them by doing, what you're doing and continue to ascend. Don't let others hold you back, weigh you down, anchor you down. You can be a positive beacon in any situation without having to bring yourself down to those energetic levels. I'm trying to put it in human words. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yeah. And also, if you think about it this way, if you do the work for someone, they're not going to appreciate it as much as if they do the work themselves. They're more apt to just toss it away, to not even, this cat, what the hell? They're more apt to just toss it away, to not pay attention, or to, fall back into old patterns. So whenever they're forced to do the work themselves in order to keep up with you, or in order to, just become better for themselves, because maybe the split with you caused them to realize, hey, I'm worth more than being in this energy, than thinking these things, than, all of this. So it helps them to stand up on their own 2 feet. And that's what this is all about. It's supporting one another, but also not coddling or doing the work for, or intervening on, their free will. So I'm glad you brought that up. That was a really good question. Yeah. So if you can't let go of the attachment, then that's where you need to go within, see why you feel the need to kind of be the savior for them. Because, and sometimes it comes right down to, because I needed that whenever I was in that energy and I didn't have that. You can look at that and see if that's the case. But even still, you can only give so much. You can only, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Same applies here. So yeah, I understand the vow thing. And that's something that you'll definitely need to go in and assess too. But non-attachment is always the best way to go, because if you're holding on to something that is not, that is stagnating, it's only going to stagnate you too. So whatever you need to do to go within to reassess, you can, vows can be broken, they can be dissolved and things like that. I understand the emotional attachment and not wanting to, because you love someone so much. But sometimes it comes down to, who do I love more, myself or this person? Because if it's not you, then there's where you need to go. You need to find out why you aren't loving yourself as much, because you don't deserve to be brought down by another person choosing to continue the same patterns either. Yeah, that's true. I understand that. And it's just something that might take you a little bit more time because you need to sift and sort through things, or there's things that you need to heal. And remember that as you heal, it affects anyone that's energetically tied to you or anyone that's around you. Um, so it can impact them in a positive way. So um, just continue to go within and sort through those emotions. It's not going to be overnight. And it's not to say you need to stop doing this today, because that's never going to happen. You know, um, you have to make changes sometimes in a more slow way. You need to observe. You need to make sure that you're doing on the work on yourself as well. But yeah, vows from other lives, poverty, silence, like we've been monks and nuns and like, you know, religious people in other lifetimes, not only this plane but others. And some of those vows we carry over to other lifetimes, and they can stagnate things. They can you know, they can just go with us and be a repellent to these things that now we're wanting in this life because it's a fresh new experience and all of that. But we still have these ties from that, and that's where like hypnosis comes in as a really good tool, or just doing the meditation, going within, pray if that's what you do, you know, whatever helps you to connect and be able to sit with that energy. Ha- I've several times have done it, but I've revoked any kind of vows that I made in any other incarnation. I've completely relinquished all of those. So if that might be a thing that you might focus on doing, it might be some kind of past life thing that's coming through and like making you hold tight to those vows. So we've been conditioned to put others before ourselves and told we're selfish if we don't. That's not true. You help others by working on yourself, and that energy projects outward. Absolutely. I love that you said that. Absolutely. Oh, I'm trying to get to these comments. Yeah, okay. I think I got them. Yeah, being the observer, and also you need to know when to take action. So start looking through the lens of, is this for my own highest good? Is this something that's going to that makes me happy, or is this something that's going to drag me down? And if it's not aligned with your true worth, then it doesn't mean that you need to cut it out. We're not saying that. I'm not saying that. It just means that that deserves a bit more focus and attention. Meditate on it, ask for guidance on it. Um, Observe, not absorb. Absolutely, because that did come up in the reading earlier where, you know, your empathic nature or clairsentient nature will cause you to become so enmeshed in others' energies, especially those that are close to you. Um, so you can't really always discern what's your energy and what's not. So going back to you, spending more time alone with you, going within, meditating, all of these things are going to help you to really be able to, it's like bringing more of your energy back into your vessel so that you can distinguish your energy from another. So we all have our gifts, and they can be a beautiful gift or they can be a hindrance sometimes. And it's all about harnessing and knowing how to use these energies, how to work with them to create the life that you want. So if you're experiencing things that are unwanted, then it's time to really get in touch with, first of all, who you truly are, and second of all, what you truly want once you figure that out. So I'm not pushing you at all to break any vows or leave any relationships, especially if you don't feel guided to leave those relationships. Use your own discernment, but make sure it's not just out of attachment, is all. Okay. And if you need help, you can reach out. You can book an appointment with me if you'd like, or I will be doing, you know, public readings for you guys in the future. So Yes, Chantal, thank you. You can return to sender, or you can also transmute, and send it out to the highest good of all attached to the situation, or just all in general, whatever you feel guided to do. But um, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, and we still do have the community on Facebook, so um, if anyone ever wants to talk about anything that maybe you can't talk about with people that are usually around you in your daily life, you can definitely post in the community. And if you want to, you can also choose to remain anonymous when you post it. If it's something that's very sensitive and you don't feel comfortable with your identity being shown, you can do the anonymous poster as well. Thank you, Chantal. Yeah, I do that too. When I can, I will transmute it, send it to source purification and then send it back out for the highest good of all. Um, but yes, consciousness attached will help them to get the clarity, the awareness to be able to change things if they need to, or to go within and, sift and sort through that shadow work. But don't go looking for shadow work. That's also, something I try to clarify a lot more recently, because people will get on this, oh, I have to do shadow work. I have to go search for all these shadows in my closet. When you go searching for things, you create things so that you can find something that you're searching for. So it comes in waves. Okay, the true things come in waves. So when you encounter it, then go with the flow with that, go within, integrate, do your work, but don't go constantly looking for shadow work, or don't go constantly trying to, oh, am I the cause of this, am I the problem, anything like that. If it feels like a genuine shadow, then absolutely pursue that, integrate it, do everything you need, but don't go searching for the shadows all the time, because you're just going to cause more issues for yourself. Yes, we rise by lifting others. You are supported, and anonymity is respected as well, if you feel, the need to do that, because everyone needs help and not everyone is always comfortable reaching out for help. So if that's you, just know that this is a safe space. This is a welcoming space for you. And if you feel the need to post anonymously in order to get, the guidance or information, or just the support, feeling supported by others, please feel free to post in the group, because we will all be there to support you. Love you, Mike. All right, guys. Well, I didn't expect I would go this long on my own, but it's been really good. Shadow work, when the shadow wants to sabotage things. That's awesome, Matt. Thank you for commenting that. I'm glad you're not afraid to speak your mind. I would much rather someone be blunt and honest with me than, sugarcoat it. Oh, I love you, Kelly. Thank you. You're back now? She's back now, meowing. Get some food. Um, I might try to eat. Come on. Come on. I'll probably eat, even if it's a little snack or something, crackers or something. I have a completely diminished appetite when I'm experiencing anything. So, oh, thank you so much, Kara. I love you. Oh my gosh. Eat. Okay. I promise you guys, I will go eat something. And I'm not going to be coming on tomorrow, probably. I am still going to take a couple more days. I just wanted to come back and, address some things and let you guys know that I do plan to continue on my own and with the support of all of you. I love you so much. But I have an appointment, a session with Matt on Monday. So it's my first hypnosis session, you guys. And I'll let you know all about it because Matt's amazing. And I know he's going to do such a wonderful job. So stick around, you'll find out. Love you guys so much. I'm not going to do a send off. I'm probably just going to just end it by telling you guys I love you so much. Thank you for all of your support, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. I will be back on Tuesday. I'm also going to be rearranging the schedule a little bit, so I probably won't be taking Mondays off anymore. I'll probably be taking a different day off, and I may also go down to 5 days just so that I can free up some time for work and for my kids because my boys definitely need me a lot right now too. They're little, you know, but I'm not sure exactly, but I will keep you guys posted on the schedule on when I plan to go live. I do plan on still doing early days on weekends so that our across the ponders can join us as well. So I love you guys so much. I will keep you posted. Keep an eye out on my Facebook page, and I'll probably I have to remember to post things on YouTube too. So yeah, I will be posting them to both, and I will look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your love and support. I love you guys, and I will see you again on Tuesday. Mwah. Take care, guys.